It's 2 a.m. Your body is heavy with fatigue, but your mind is running a marathon. You're replaying a conversation from years ago, or perhaps inventing a complex problem for tomorrow that doesn't actually exist. Your first instinct is likely to fight back. You squeeze your eyes shut and command your brain to power down. But the harder you try to make sleep happen, the further away it drifts. This occurs because traditional willpower is a form of active, focused mental energy. This effort is the exact biological opposite of the state required to initiate rest. To understand why the brain resists rest, we have to look at our evolutionary history. For our ancestors, lying down in total darkness was a moment of extreme vulnerability. Silence signaled a potential threat. When daytime distractions vanish, a specific system called the default mode network automatically powers on. This system is responsible for self-referential thinking, reviewing your past and scanning the future for danger. In the quiet of your bedroom, this network triggers hypervigilance, sending stress signals through your nervous system to keep you on high alert. You cannot logic your way out of a survival response. Turning off the brain requires communicating biological safety to your nervous system, rather than trying to argue with your own anxious thoughts. Engineering a successful night's sleep actually begins the moment you wake up. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neurobiology professor at Stanford, identifies a foundational anchor for the body's internal clock: getting outside for natural sunlight within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. This exposure creates an immediate spike in daytime alertness hormones. It signals your brain to firmly halt the production of melatonin, synchronizing your circadian rhythm for the rest of the day. To protect the brain psychologically, you can schedule a dedicated 15-minute worry time in the late afternoon. By actively processing daily anxieties before the sun goes down, you prevent them from resurfacing at midnight. Deliberately managing light and stress during the day ensures that by the time you reach your bed, there is no physiological or emotional backlog left to process. As the evening approaches, the goal shifts to manually shutting down the brain's defense systems. Dietary choices can act as a chemical signal. Prioritizing carbohydrates over heavy proteins at night facilitates the production of tryptophan and serotonin, the raw materials your body needs to manufacture melatonin later in the evening. Environment is equally critical. Dimming overhead lights between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. protects your biological clock. Bright light, especially from screens, tricks the brain into staying in its daytime alertness mode. You can also use biological circuit breakers. Targeted sleep supplements like magnesium L-threonates or L-theanine can physically lower anxiety and prepare the body for deep rest. These combined steps, diet, lighting, and supplements, lower the body's core defense mechanisms. They build a biological environment that invites sleep, rather than one that forces you to fight for it. Even with perfect preparation, there are nights when the mind still engages in hypervigilant resistance. For those moments, you need immediate physiological tools, like the 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8 hijacks the parasympathetic nervous system, forcing a lowered heart rate. If your body remains tense, you can deploy the military sleep method. Originally developed to help soldiers rest in combat zones, this technique forces complete muscular slackness, starting with the face and dropping through the shoulders and legs. When the body is relaxed but the mind is still racing, you can use a cognitive tool called cognitive shuffling. To do this, visualize random words: an apple, an ant, a pear. This interrupts the brain's anxious loops. These snapshots mimic natural pre-sleep drifting. By providing disconnected data, you trick the default mode network into powering down. These midnight tactics work because they bypass logical thought entirely. They speak directly to the brain's primitive safety switches to disarm the survival response. Sleep cannot be won through a frontal assault. It is a biological handoff that only occurs once the conscious mind stops attempting to force the outcome. By consistently anchoring the nervous system with light, diet, and cognitive cues, you effectively train the default mode network to stand down. The results of this system extend well into the next day. A rested brain regulates emotions more predictably and maintains cognitive energy without the constant interference of a survival response. By managing the biological inputs and redirecting the mental patterns, you transform the night from a stressful battleground into a reliable sanctuary for recovery.